The little star that was afraid of the dark. High above the world, beyond the clouds and the moon, there was a tiny star named Luma. Every evening, as the sun slowly disappeared behind the horizon, millions of stars woke up and began to shine across the night sky. But Luma was different. She was afraid of the dark. As the sky became darker, she would close her eyes and hide behind a soft white cloud. "I wish the daytime would last forever," she whispered. One quiet evening, the old moon noticed the little star hiding once again. The moon smiled kindly and floated closer. "Why are you hiding, little one?" asked the moon. Luma looked down and softly replied, "I'm afraid of the darkness. It feels so big and quiet." The moon smiled gently. "The darkness is not empty," he said. "It is where dreams begin." Luma looked surprised. "Dreams?" she asked. The moon nodded. "Every night, children around the world close their eyes and look up at us before they fall asleep. Your light helps them feel safe." Luma had never thought about that before. She slowly peeked out from behind the cloud. Far below, she saw thousands of little homes glowing with warm lights. Children were climbing into their beds. Parents were reading bedtime stories. Some children hugged teddy bears. Others looked through their bedroom windows and smiled at the stars. Luma took a tiny breath. Maybe, just maybe, she could shine for them. Very carefully, she opened her eyes. A tiny golden light appeared. It wasn't very bright, but it was warm. Down below, a little boy noticed the new star. He smiled and whispered, "Good night, little star." Luma's heart filled with happiness. Night after night, she grew a little brighter. She watched snowy mountains, quiet oceans, peaceful forests, and sleepy little towns. She saw owls gliding silently through the trees. She watched gentle waves roll onto sandy beaches. She listened to the soft wind whisper through pine forests. Every night felt peaceful. Every night brought beautiful dreams. Soon, other young stars gathered around Luma. They asked, "Weren't you once afraid of the dark?" Luma smiled warmly. "I was. But I learned something very special. The night isn't something to fear. It's a blanket of peace that helps the whole world rest." The little stars smiled. Together, they filled the sky with gentle golden light. That evening, the moon looked proudly across the heavens. The stars sparkled brighter than ever. Far below, children drifted peacefully to sleep beneath their soft glow. And every night after that, whenever someone looked up into the quiet sky, they could always find one tiny golden star shining with kindness. Helping dreams begin. One peaceful night at a time. The little golden star, Luma, shone peacefully in the night sky. She was no longer afraid of the darkness. Instead, she had learned to love the quiet beauty of the night. Every evening, she watched over the sleeping world with a warm and gentle glow. One calm night, the moon floated beside her with a kind smile. "Luma," he said softly, "would you like to visit a very special place tonight?" Luma's tiny light sparkled with excitement. "A special place?" she asked. The moon nodded. "It is called the Valley of Sweet Dreams. It is where beautiful dreams begin before they travel to children around the world." Luma smiled. "I would love to see it." The moon gently led the way across the peaceful night sky. Together they floated past sparkling stars, soft silver clouds, and quiet constellations. Soon they arrived at a beautiful valley unlike anything Luma had ever seen. The grass shimmered with tiny silver lights. Colorful flowers glowed softly beneath the moonlight. A gentle river flowed quietly through the valley, reflecting thousands of stars on its calm surface. Everything was peaceful. Everything felt safe. Tiny dream birds flew silently through the air. Instead of singing loudly, they whispered soft lullabies that floated gently on the cool night breeze. Nearby, Fluffy white rabbits rested beneath glowing flowers. Little foxes curled up together beside warm rocks. Baby deer slept peacefully near the quiet river. No one hurried. No one was afraid. Every creature rested happily beneath the stars. Luma looked around in amazement. "It is so beautiful," she whispered. The moon smiled. "This valley reminds everyone that peaceful dreams begin with peaceful hearts." As they continued walking, they came upon a giant tree standing in the center of the valley. Its branches stretched high into the sky. Instead of fruit, hundreds of tiny glowing dream lanterns hung from its branches. Each lantern held a beautiful dream waiting for a sleeping child. Some dreams were about flying with birds. Some were about sailing across calm oceans. Others were about building castles in the clouds or exploring magical forests. Luma watched quietly as a gentle breeze carried the glowing dreams into the night sky. One by one, they floated away like tiny stars. "Where are they going?" she asked. The moon answered softly. "They are traveling to children who are sleeping peacefully tonight." Luma smiled with happiness. She watched as each glowing dream floated toward a different home somewhere far below. The valley became even quieter. A soft wind moved gently through the flowers. The river whispered peacefully over smooth stones. The stars above sparkled brighter than ever. Luma closed her eyes for just a moment. She felt calm. She felt warm. She felt thankful to be part of such a peaceful world. When it was time to leave, the moon gently said, "Come, little star. Many children are waiting for your light tonight." Together they floated back into the sky. Luma shined a little brighter than before. Far below, children looked through their bedroom windows. Some smiled at the little golden star. Some quietly whispered, "Good night." Luma smiled back. She knew that as long as she continued to shine with kindness, every peaceful night could become the beginning of a beautiful dream. And with that comforting thought, she continued her gentle journey across the quiet sky, filling the world with hope, warmth, and sweet dreams. The little star that was afraid of the dark. Part 3: The Cloud Garden. The night was peaceful. The stars shimmered softly above the world, and the moon glowed with a gentle silver light. Luma, the little golden star, continued her quiet journey across the sky. She felt happy knowing that her warm light helped children sleep peacefully every night. As she drifted beside the moon, she noticed something unusual in the distance. High above the clouds, a soft golden path appeared. It sparkled like tiny diamonds beneath the starlight. "Where does that path lead?" Luma asked. The moon smiled. "It leads to the Cloud Garden, one of the most peaceful places in the night sky." Together, they floated along the glowing path. Soon, they arrived at a beautiful garden resting on fluffy white clouds. The garden was filled with flowers unlike any Luma had ever seen. Some flowers glowed with pale blue light. Others shimmered in soft pink, lavender, and golden colors. The gentle fragrance of the flowers filled the cool night air. Tiny butterflies made of starlight floated slowly from flower to flower. Each movement was graceful and calm. Nearby, a small fountain sparkled with crystal-clear water. Instead of splashing loudly, the water flowed with the softest whisper. Its gentle sound felt like a peaceful lullaby. Luma walked slowly through the garden. Every step felt light, as though she were floating on a soft pillow. A family of white cloud rabbits hopped quietly among the flowers. They stopped to smile at Luma before continuing their peaceful evening walk. In the center of the garden stood an old willow tree with long silver branches. Tiny glowing lanterns hung from every branch, gently swaying in the cool breeze. The moon explained, "Every lantern holds a kind wish that someone has made before falling asleep." Luma looked up at the glowing lights. There were wishes for happiness. Wishes for friendship. Wishes for peaceful dreams. And wishes for loved ones far away. The gentle breeze carried the lanterns back and forth, as if the sky itself were listening to every kind thought. Luma closed her eyes and made a wish of her own. I wish every child will sleep peacefully tonight and wake up with a happy heart. The willow tree glowed a little brighter. One tiny lantern slowly floated down from the branches and settled gently into Luma's hands. The moon smiled warmly. The garden has accepted your wish. Luma held the little lantern close. Its warm light filled her heart with comfort and joy. She realized that even the smallest light could bring hope to someone else. As they continued through the cloud garden, they reached a quiet hill made of soft white clouds. From there, they could see the whole world below. Tiny towns. Peaceful forests. Shining rivers. Snow-covered mountains. And millions of children sleeping safely in their warm beds. The world looked calm. The world looked beautiful. The moon whispered, "Every peaceful night is a gift." Luma nodded gently. She understood now. The night was never something to fear. It was a time for rest. A time for dreams. A time for hope. After a while, it was time to leave the cloud garden. The butterflies waved their glowing wings. The cloud rabbits quietly watched from the flowers. The silver willow tree gently swayed in the breeze. Luma smiled at her new friends. "Thank you for this beautiful night," she whispered. Together, Luma and the moon floated back into the starry sky. The little lantern still glowed softly in her hands, reminding her that kindness and hope can shine brighter than anything else. Below them, the world slept peacefully. Above them, countless stars twinkled with quiet joy. And as the gentle night continued, Luma's warm golden light guided sweet dreams across the sky. One peaceful dream at a time.